Here's what she's really thinking. Hey everyone. Let's dive into a question that's been on many minds. What happens when you stop texting her? What is she really thinking? Well, today we're flipping the script. Today we're going to explore what goes through a woman's mind. When the texting stops, you'll discover why stepping back can change the dynamic, and how this decision can sometimes be a turning point in how she views you. This isn't just about playing games. It's about understanding the deeper mechanics of attraction. Let's start with something basic. Like everyone else, women enjoy attention. For many women, especially those who are used to receiving attention from men, it's a natural part of their social experience. When you're texting her regularly, she might see you as part of her attention circle. Consider this. If she's attractive and has many people vying for her time, your attention might not stand out as much. She knows how you feel, but she might not feel the same urgency to respond. Now imagine this. You suddenly stop texting. You create a void for her, especially if she thrives on attention. This shift can be jarring for her. It's like a song that suddenly stops mid-play. She's left wondering what happened. Did he lose interest? Is he talking to someone else? This shift can spark curiosity and even frustration. It disrupts the pattern she's used to. It makes her question the connection. And that's where things start to get interesting. Let's talk about the first question. Why should you stop texting her in the first place? If you've already expressed your feelings, whether directly or indirectly, and she's not reciprocating, continuing to text her is like trying to hold water in your hands. You're giving her all the power, and it's clear she's not as invested as you are. It's like chasing a butterfly. The more you run after it, the more it flutters away. But if you sit still, it might just land on your shoulder. By stopping the texts, you're taking back your power and breaking the dynamic, where you're the one chasing. The twist here is that stopping communication isn't just for her to notice your absence. It's also for you to step back, reassess, and build the confidence to focus on someone who values your time and attention. You deserve someone who's just as excited to talk to you as you are to them. Now let's look at the mindset of a woman who thrives on attention. Some women, especially those used to being the center of attention, view validation from others is their comfort zone. They're used to a lineup of admirers, and even when they're not interested, they enjoy the chase for them. Your attention, whether or not they want a relationship, is like applause in the theater. So what happens when you stop texting her? It's like the applause suddenly stops during her performance. At first, she may be confused. Why isn't he texting me? Does he not like me anymore? That confusion can quickly turn into curiosity. And if she was even a little interested, this might reignite her attraction toward you. When you stop texting a woman who loves attention, it forces her to question herself and you. But not all women are the same. Some women, even those who are incredibly beautiful, dislike unnecessary attention. If she's made it clear she's not interested, whether by ghosting, friend zoning, or outright rejecting you, stopping your texts might actually bring her relief. Think of it this way. Imagine someone trying to sell you something you've repeatedly said. You don't want annoying, right? But when they stop, you feel a sense of freedom. For some women, that's exactly what happens. When you walk away, you're respecting her boundaries, and that in itself can be attractive. Knowing when to walk away is about respecting both her boundaries and your own, breaking the fantasy trap. Let's talk about you. Now, walking away is easier said than done. When you're into someone, it's natural to fantasize about the perfect relationship, the dates, the late-night talks, the future family. But here's the danger. The more you live in this fantasy, the harder it becomes to let go. You're not just attached to her, but to the idea of her. The solution: ground yourself in reality. Focus on what is rather than what could be. Ask yourself, is she showing the same level of interest in investment? If not, it's time to redirect that energy back to yourself. Invest in your own growth, your passions, your well-being, balancing emotion and logic. Now let's talk about the golden rule. Don't let your emotions override your logic. When you get overly emotional about someone, you risk over-pursuing, which can come off as needy. And as you probably know, Neediness is a major attraction killer. Instead, match her level of investment. If she's texting you twice a day, don't overwhelm her with 10 messages. If she's showing moderate interest, mirror that energy. Keep the rally going and both of you will enjoy the game more. The long game relationship maintenance. What if you're already in a relationship? The same principles apply even in long-term relationships. People can take each other for granted. The initial spark fades if you don't actively work to keep it alive. This doesn't mean grand gestures every day. It means continuing to date each other, communicate effectively, and show affection. It's about those small, consistent actions that show you care. Think of it like maintaining a car. You don't just drive and forget about it. You fuel it, clean it, and give it regular checkups. Relationships work the same way. You need to put in the effort to keep things running smoothly. Remember, dating is about mutual effort. Outro, the takeaway. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever stopped texting someone and how did it play out? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. Share your experiences, your wins, your challenges. Thanks for watching. And until next time, remember to value your time, your energy, and the people who truly value you. You deserve to be with someone who's just as excited about you as you are about them.